He didn't hit me, so it wasn't abuse, right? He didn't say sorry, so it wasn't abuse, right? I didn't have a black eye or a broken lip like you see in those posters. I didn't get a sorry or flowers like you learn on TV. It was nothing like I had read in a book. He didn't beg me on his hands and knees for my forgiveness. He didn't try to make it up with me and promise he would never do it again. It was my fault. I pushed him. I abused him. And that's why he was waiting for me to say sorry. I should have never taken the covers off of him. He needed to sleep, and I was being a stupid little girl and not giving him the space that he wanted. That was on me. That is what I thought. I woke up the next morning with so much guilt. People have boundaries. They are allowed to have boundaries, and I pushed and pushed until he snapped. I must do better. I got up after 2 hours of sleep. It was freezing outside and we were deep in winter. I threw on a turtleneck jumper, wrapped myself up in a coat and leaned over to kiss him goodbye like I did every morning. It took a while for the car to defrost, as morning frost had well and truly settled in. I pulled my sun visor down and started to put my makeup on. It was then I noticed how rough I looked. Puffy eyes from crying and limited sleep teamed up with a pale complexion from a summer in England and morning sickness that would make your toes curl. I was pulling my jumper out of the way to blend the foundation into my neck. It was there I noticed the redness for the first time. Gingerly running my fingers over it, I made out fingerprint bruises around the curve of my throat as a dark reminder from what had happened to me the night before. Thankfully, the weather gave me an excuse to cover up. I clicked my seatbelt into place and drove out of my road. I spent most of the day laughing and gossiping with the ladies in my office, making small talk about life and the weather and my family and friends. I had a meeting booked in that day with my manager to tell her the news. I was pregnant and I was keeping it. It was early, but I was getting to throw up every hour and I wanted them to know why. My manager was not much older than me, and we did not click. For someone so desperate for others' validation, I struggled with this and had hoped after she found out that she would be kinder to me. But that kindness never came. By that evening, I had told 6 people about my pregnancy and everything was falling into place. I opened my front door, walked up my stairs, and saw Leo on the sofa with the house a mess. I kicked off my shoes and started to clean around him, lifting his feet so that I could hoover and fold away the clean clothes. It's then I realised I hadn't eaten anything that day and started to feel a bit funny. My belly started cramping and my head started spinning. As I rushed to the toilet, I wiped and saw blood in my panties. Panicked, I ran out to Leo and told him. I was greeted with disdain. "Fucking hell, you can't do anything right, can you?" he sneered. "Can't even keep a baby alive. What is this, the second one you've killed?" I had nothing to say. He was right. 2 babies, 1 year apart, and 2 will die.